and it's okay now. Well, let me share the board to, okay, well, that's it. Well, let's talk about tourist attractions, tourism, and the best season. So first of all, tell me about the best seasons to travel to your country.
The best season to travel is summer, I think, because yeah, I think that we can still comfortable in summer when the hot weather isn't too hot for us. Since we are in the northern of Vietnam, the summer will not be like as harsh as in the southern of this country.
Yeah.
Also, the sunlight, and everything, it will be really bright, and it's really beautiful to take pictures, take photos, and something like that.
Yeah. So like, just blue skies. You like white. Let me change it. So blue skies, a good weather, like for example, I don't know, just like peak season. Let me talk about peak season, shoulder season, and off season. So you know that peak season, the time that most of people travel, to an area to visit, for example, tourist attractions, to go sightseeing, and just, visit tourist attractions. Okay. Or to go sightseeing. So there are different phrases that you can use when talking about tourism. Okay, let's talk about peak season, shoulder season, and off season new countries. So peak season, as I told you, the time that most of people travel somewhere. Off season, normally people don't travel during off season. Like, I don't know, the weather is not good and, the nature is not beautiful. So they don't travel. It's really crowded. So for different reasons. And shoulder season, between peak season and off season, it means, it's not maybe, for example, just vacation and maybe travel and trip season, but it's okay. So some people travel. So let's talk about peak season, shoulder season, off season in your country.
Peak season often be in summer when students have a holiday. It's like a break between 2 years of studying. So yeah, we find the time for the family to have a bonding to visiting some different place. Go for a summer holiday. Um, shower shower summer shower season is usually in the winter. When
Winter.
I forgot peak season also in the spring too. When it is occurs like a lunar new year, lunar
Yeah,
new
of
year
course. Tet
event. Yeah,
holiday.
yeah, 10th holiday.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
You know very much. I thought you
Yeah.
were in Vietnam before.
No,
You
just,
know very much.
since I like, so it's not only about your country, it's about different countries, like, because I have, some students from China, your country, India, and so I learned something, and especially, so most of my students are from your country, so I've learned. So so after these years, that's actually I've been teaching them. So every year, so I see that you have holiday, vacation, when it is and why, and they explain about your cuisine, your food, and even I know about your special outfit, iodine,
Yeah,
iodine.
yeah.
Yeah, of course,
Outside,
it's so
outside.
cute. I like it. Yeah, yeah. My students sent me some pictures and of the dress. I like it, so I know. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
gaining information.
I can give it as a gift when you come here to visit
Oh,
Vietnam.
yeah,
Uh,
thank you so
outside,
much.
it's like a long sleeve
Of
shirt.
course. Yeah, of course.
Each
It's so
covers all
beautiful.
black. Yeah.
Yeah, I like the pattern and just colors, pattern, and I think it's the fabric is silk. I think just I saw a picture, but yeah, it's so beautiful. I like it. Just I like your country is totally different. So it's the culture, everything is totally different, and this make it really interesting. Like I've seen a picture of like I don't know where was it, just green like farm. It was really beautiful, and I heard that it was the north of Vietnam. It was totally green, people were working, and that was really beautiful. So for example, I think this is one of the most maybe important tourist attractions that we can visit in a country. Now let me ask you, north and south. So if someone travels to your country, so of course I know that maybe big cities like Ho Chi Minh City and Hanoi are in the south of Vietnam. So okay, but when it comes to tourist attractions, just natural like attraction, so which part of your country is better, is maybe best destination for tourists?
Uh, actually, uh, actually, many people thought that Hanoi is a city for like uh, to travel for travel, many tourism. But this is wrong. Hanoi is just like a city which is the main center of the government, which gathered every activities that our government, which is tourism. I know,
Yeah.
uh, communism,
Yeah.
will do, yeah, to like control the country. So
Ah.
this is not a place to travel, since it just has many like um, you know uh, economic ministry and some, yeah. uh, Ho Chi Minh City in contrast is a like a the most developed uh, uh, city in our country. It has the most developed economics in our country. So, but it not reflects the tradition thing in Vietnam. It just
Ah,
like
got it.
it, yeah. It follows the material that which is modern, which
Yeah.
many cities like London or uh, developing cities, yeah, developed cities have.
Yeah,
Uh,
developed, of
and
course.
yeah, and they have even better. So Ho Chi Minh City is really more to for like European visitors to visit. So if you go to Vietnam to have a holiday, to uh, mostly is to discover the tradition and the cuisine and the culture of Vietnam. I really suggest you to visit Quang Nam province, which has Hạ Long Bay. Did you hear that? Hạ Long Bay,
I
which
heard, but I don't
yeah,
know a lot about it. But yes, I heard. I heard this name, but I'm not sure what I knew about it. But yeah, I heard. So, for example, maybe I heard mostly about Dala, Dana, Dala, Dala,
Đà Lạt, yeah,
Dala,
yeah,
Dala.
Đà
Yeah.
Lạt,
So
Đà Lạt.
yeah, I heard a lot. So I heard that's beautiful, and you have I think it's like we can say a national like it's really structure that is I heard about Golden Bridge, and it was some videos on YouTube. So I liked it. So it's really good structure. So where is it located?
Đà Lạt is located in the southern of Vietnam. It is like
Ah,
a remote country. Yeah,
ah,
it is
island
beautiful.
or country? What it
Country,
is? Ah, country. Got
country.
it.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Often, mostly comes from like the natural. Since it is provide uh, very much of the trees and the fields. You can visit the fields, this, the step fields like that. It is really beautiful. It has many steps. The fields has many steps. The crop fields has many steps. Yeah, like a stage. And
Ah,
they use buffaloes and um, many cultural things to get their crops, the rice, get home. Yeah, that's
yeah.
Dalat. Really beautiful.
Yeah, of course. Got it. So, and so tell me, if every year lots of tourists visit this location or no? So,
Uh,
I mean,
Often.
foreigners just, yeah?
So you ask for the amounts of visitors. Visitor.
Yeah, I want to know that if lots of people every year, yeah, travel to
Uh,
this area to see, yeah, or no, you have another maybe location, or for example, another tourist attraction that people normally would prefer to visit.
uh, as I see, Dalat has not really much of visit here since it
Ah,
is really peaceful. So besides of that, it is also really bored. There are nothing
boring.
yeah, there are nothing to play or to visit. Just
Ah,
like you imagine that come to a countryside.
yeah, just greenery.
Yeah,
Just greenery. Yeah.
yeah, just natural things. Uh, like there are some places also doesn't have Wi-Fi internet. Just yeah. So
Ah,
if you want a place that to play and to rest, also I usually suggest them to go to the Phú Quốc Island.
yeah.
It's an island which is separate from Vietnam land.
Ah, of course, but
Yeah,
near, like close, but
yeah,
it's just separate.
really
Yeah.
close, really close. Yeah, really close.
Yeah, of
But it's
course.
really too. Yeah, beautiful beaches and many things, beautiful resorts. Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Well, and so, yeah, as you said, people visit a country so to experience maybe history, culture, and natural beauty. So that is really important. So we have natural beauty and culture that is really important. And of course, history. Do you have any historical places that you can suggest?
Uh, yeah. I suggest to go to Hanoi to visit Hoa Lo prison.
Yeah.
When yeah, it comes to many prisoners of the for Vietnam country long time ago when the Americans soldiers, which is led by Richard Nixon, President Richard Nixon. Yeah,
Nicholson?
comes yeah
Yeah.
comes to Vietnam. So yeah, they has used this prison as a place to keep the Vietnam soldiers, uh, and we has like rebuilt it and built some stage and some like a what does that mean? Like a scenes
Sin?
rebuilt the scenes, uh,
Rebuilt? So you
yeah,
renewed, you mean?
rebuilt the scenes.
Yeah.
SCENE.
Of course, rebuild. I don't get what you mean. So what is rebuild the scene? So what you mean the scene? So I know the meaning of scene, but I don't know
Uh,
what you mean when you say
are
rebuild the scene.
the scenes that the Vietnamese soldiers have. was being um, like controlled and being hit, hit by
Yeah,
many
it's like,
things.
so, when you say rebuild the scene, maybe I don't know if it can refer to, for example, rewriting a story or recreating a historical event. You mean this? Recreating a
Ah,
historical
yeah,
event?
yeah, yeah. I
Yeah,
mean,
okay.
recreate
So,
the
yeah.
the history scenarios. Yeah,
Yeah, of course.
not rebuild. They all
Recreating,
that.
of course, historical events. Of course, I got it. So was, during the war. So what happened? And now you have, like, for example, some structures to actually uh like recreate this historical event.
Yeah, recreate the historical events.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, got it. So of course it should be really, and so this is one of the historical places that most of people travel to visit. And just let me ask about, so we would talk about this tourist attraction, but let me ask you, if you travel normally, so by plane, by boat, by own car, so how is?
Uh, Often by car. Yeah, by bus also can we can travel by bus to like
uh,
uh, that that uh, bus just costs a little for fee. Yeah, so it's
yeah,
a
of
good
course you
price.
do. Yeah. It's affordable, reasonable, and yeah, got it.
Yeah,
Affordable,
yeah,
reasonable. Yeah, of course. So you can easily pay.
affordable.
Affordable,
Yeah.
you can afford. Of course, you can afford. Yeah, got it. Well, and just let me give you, when talking about some words, so when talking about somewhere really beautiful, of course, beautiful is really good. It was beautiful, but you can also say it was breathtaking, or it is. It is breathtaking means extremely beautiful. So that is really good, especially when it comes to natural beauty you can use. And when you talk about history and architecture, you can use the word fascinating. So this is another adjective that you can use when talking. For example, the architecture is fascinating. So it's perfect rate. So you can use to talk about maybe history. Well, so it can be a really unique experience. So traveling and visiting this type of place, especially when we have no idea about what happened in the past. So it's not bad to travel and to see and to experience. So what people experienced in the past. So it's good to see. Well, and do you like traveling you yourself? So it's like, if you have a chance, an opportunity, do you travel a lot?
Uh, yeah. Uh, Everyone loves to travel. I think, especially when it comes to a purpose of becoming a like entrepreneur. You must have to been through many environments, different environments to discover different things. Yeah, so I love to travel. Just one
Yeah.
problem, where's the money you came from? So
Yeah. Of course. Yeah, I know. So
yeah,
like
so
maybe in the future. Yeah, some people have itchy feet. They travel a lot. It means they can't stay somewhere. Just if they have chance, or for example, money, of course, that is really important. They travel maybe 2 times, 3 times abroad. So if you have itchy feet, so of course. So if you're into traveling, so if you are to be into, that means, oh, okay. To be into means to like very much. I'm into traveling means I really like traveling. So, but I have itchy feet. I have itchy feet means I travel a lot. So this is another idiom that we normally, so some people love traveling and they try. So for example, my friend has itchy feet, love traveling. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and let's talk about maybe, yeah, we have tourism. Of course, tourism can have some advantages, some disadvantages for every country. Let's talk about maybe uh, advantages, disadvantages. So, what do you think about how this industry can affect maybe just a country, local economy, culture?
Uh, for me, I think that uh, the like the traveling, like especially in the it's like visiting attractions and to receive for the different tourism in a country can really boost one's country economics, especially in our country when like uh, it is depend mostly in agriculture. Tourism is the field that we really concerned about every year, every day. When uh, tourists come to our country, we uh, really want to use this, which is the hospitality and the people, also the good uh, uh, the breathtaking views which is provided from the natural, you know. Uh, uh,
Of
we
course.
will boost the economy, boost the transactions that comes in a day. It can be millions or even billions of dollars when after a successful uh, season of tourism.
Yeah, of
Often it comes
course.
in the summer. Yeah,
Yeah, of course, got it. So, as you just mentioned, so on the positive side, we can say tourism provides, first of all, job opportunities, I think.
yeah,
And, it leads to, like, for example, good economy. Of course, that is really important. So, increase sale and boost profit. So, different, let me write them here. So, on the positive side, we can say that it tourism or it provides job opportunities. That is really important. And of course, it may boost profit. So that is really important. Why? Because actually, it can increase sale. So that is really important, especially so, for example, you have some local product or good, so you can
yeah,
easily,
yeah.
so especially, yeah,
That's right.
that is really good. So we can say that undoubtedly it can strengthen the local economy. So it's really good for local economy, so that is really good. But I think there can be downside. So I
Yeah.
think there can be downside. But what is that? The first and the most important, I think tourism can destroy local culture. Do you agree?
Yeah, I totally agree with you.
Yeah.
Uh,
And yeah.
no, 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 you can continue.
No, no, no. You say. So I want to hear you say.
Like firms and companies have sales force, and yeah, they usually like um, create the thought in their sales force that foreign visitors has many really much money, a lot of money,
Of
like
course.
that. So they often boost the price of the product, local products, which is really cheap
Raise.
in the country, become really expensive to the foreigner to
Yeah.
derive the most profit that
Yeah.
comes from the foreigners. So yeah, it is a really concern problems for policymakers to deal with. We have dealt with these problems many years, and it has been some of the positive change in
Yeah, of
these years.
course. Yeah, very good. Actually, you mentioned really good point here. So let's talk about it. We can actually connect our discussion or topic to business now. That is really good point. So let's talk about it. So of course, it's concerning. So as you said, as you know, destroying local culture, and of course, overcrowding. You know that this is another problem that can be really annoying, especially for local people. And I don't know, noise pollution, so garbage, so different things, so there are downsides. But you talked about raising prices. So that is really interesting. Do you know that in business, actually we use this method to change, to turn negative cash flow to positive. So let's talk about it. We have something actually a really important phrase in business. What is that? Is cash flow. What is the meaning of cash flow? The movement of money into and out of business. What is that? For example, I'm a teacher. I have a salary. I earn actually specific or, for example, exact amount of money every month. This is my salary. So this is the money that into actually, moves into. Okay. For example, this is my budget. Now, I have some expenses every month. Rent, food, I don't know, going out, dining out. So we have positive, positive and negative cash flow. For example, if the money that I earn is more than my expenses, so I can save up, I can say this is positive cash flow. Now, in every business, if the money that I make or I earn is less than my expenses, so there is no balance here, we can say this is negative. It means I, for example, earn 1,000 bucks, $1,000, I mean, I spend 100 and I don't know, for example, 1,500. So as you can see, we have a negative $500. So this is the meaning of cash flow. For every business, it happens. Now, for example, in tourism, how they can manage. So this is peak season. Some tourists travel to your country. Of course, maybe it's not ethical. It's not ethical. It's not good. It's not moral. Okay, it's not good. So we know that raising price is not good just for no reason. But it can be a good way to turn negative cash flow to positive. For example, we couldn't make profit during the year, during off-season or shoulder season. Now it's time to make more money. What can I do? For example, I rent accommodation. So I have a hotel. No, I have, for example, a local accommodation and I rent to tourists. Yeah. As an American, I travel to your country. So the difference between dollar and your currency is, too much. So for example, if I pay maybe $1 or $2, it's not really important. It's not really matter here. So raising price can lead to make actually more profit for local people, and actually it can cover the negative cash flow during the whole year. Get it?
Yeah, I
This is,
get it. A little, yeah, it's like a price discrimination. This type of price discrimination. I think.
yeah. So like
Yeah.
in
So
kidney, yeah,
you can talk a little bit about it because I want to understand more clearly.
of course,
Uh,
of course. So of course, let me write here, how to turn negative cash flow to positive. So did you understand what I said about negative and positive cash flow? Yeah.
a little bit.
Did you understand? Okay, so what is cash flow? How much I earn, how much I spend. This is the meaning of cash flow. How much I earn, how much I spend. For example, I earn 1,000 every month, for example. I spend $900. So my cash flow is positive. Why? Because I can save up $100. Yeah. So
Yeah,
like
yeah, I
I
understand
earn
that.
1,000. Yeah, this is positive cash flow. Now I earn 1,000. My expenses during the month is about, for example, I don't know, 1,200. Oh, negative 200. So I need this 200. So this is negative cash flow. Okay.
Yeah, yeah,
And this happens in every business. For example, you establish your own business, you establish your own job. Okay. You get loan, you get loan from bank, right? You need this
yeah,
money because you want to establish your own business. But you need to think about paying back, how to pay this money back. Yeah. And
yeah,
of course, we have interest rate, the percentage that you need to pay to the bank after, of course, paying this loan. And now your business, I don't know, doesn't go well. You feel like that, no, we can't make profit. Okay. For example, I have a hotel in the north of somewhere in the north of Vietnam. I have accommodation. So just, houses, or I don't know, maybe accommodation hotel, okay, to accommodate tourists. So for example, you can easily book, so on the website, or I don't know, maybe other ways to book. And then you can travel and you can stay in my location, in my accommodation, in my hotel. Now I feel like that, okay, what can I do? I don't make profit. So I see that I have lots of, for example, workers, employees. I need to pay every month for bills, for workers, for employees, for food, for different expenses. How much I earn, how much I make, it's not enough. So this is negative cash flow. Now, what can I do? Okay, this is peak season, so I raise prices. For example, the price, I don't know, for per night, Okay, for this accommodation is, for example, $20. Okay, 20. I raise it to $40. Why? Because I need this money to turn my negative cash flow to positive to cover expenses. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And as a foreigner, $40 maybe is acceptable to me. I say it's okay. Maybe in my country is not too much. So I accept it. Of course, it's not fair. You know that this is not the real price. But
Yeah, yeah.
you say, and I say, it's okay, no matter, I pay. So this way, actually, this is like the policy, a method. This way, you can turn your negative cash flow to positive. How? You can save up more, you can earn more, and then during peak season, you can cover every actually thing and all expenses just without any problem. This is what I said. Now, clear?
Yeah, yeah, agree. But
Yeah,
I just have a small question.
of course.
What if when we raise the price, when we raise the price of the products, which is the hotel's room, what if the amount of customer go down, the number, the cost of visitors will go
Ah,
down
the
when
number.
the
Okay,
price,
so let me say, for
yeah,
example, it depends. Target. So your target visitor or target customer.
yeah,
That is really important. For example, if your target customers are Vietnamese or no, American, European, okay, so different
uh,
countries, that is really important. In my country, no matter. But maybe if you, I don't know, if someone travels from China and you say this is 40, nah, no, they don't accept. They say, oh, wow, it's so expensive. But
yeah,
when
yeah,
I travel, or maybe another person will say, it's okay, just 20 or because this is normal in my country, so you need to, first of all, that is really important. So to be smart, to know your target customer. So yeah, if you mean your target customer, maybe customers are local people, you can't do this because of course the end and the consequence will be bankruptcy. Just close it and go. People don't pay. But if you have made it for foreigners, definitely works. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I got it. I got it.
Yeah, this is so another. Okay, so we could mix business and general speaking, so that was good. Well, so this is one of the most important lessons that we normally teach to our students, business students, to know because and it's really vast topic. Yeah, there are lots of ways, methods how to make more money. For example, how, because when you say raising price, it's a little bit scary. Everyone says, no, it doesn't work. Raising price is risky. Not everyone pay. But if you know the approach, the method, it works and you make more and more. Just think about brands. Do you think they are cheap or inexpensive? Definitely not. You pay a lot for a brand because actually they know what to do. They actually created a good brand image. For example, okay, you want to buy a phone. So tell me, what is your choice? Um, if you want to buy a mobile phone, so tell me what brand would you prefer? Or you say that no, I'm not the one for brands, just something that I can work with.
I think my answer will be the same of most of the people in Vietnam, which is iPhone,
Of
Apple,
course.
Apple.
Of course, all around the world. It's not about your country, my country, all around the world. So we have this. Is it we can say, yeah, cheap? No, it's not. but people pay for it. So, because they
Yeah.
know. So that is the process of actually building trust first, and then a good brand image. This is really important in business. What is that brand image? It's not logo. It's not picture. It means when I say, for example, Apple, okay, I'm like, oh, it's really good. It's really good brand. I don't think about the quality of this product because I'm sure about it. Because iPhone, Apple has a good image, perfect image in my mind. Or for example, other brands. For example, I don't know, when it comes to maybe cosmetic or I don't know, makeup. So there's some brands. Okay, so when it comes to sport, okay, if you want to buy something, for example, I don't know, sneakers, trainers, sneakers, okay? What is the first name in your mind? What brand?
I think
Sport shoes.
sports shoes, Adidas, Nike.
Definitely yes. Definitely yes. So this is a good brand image. How to create a good fame, a good name. And so when I say sport shoes, you say, ah, this brand, just this. When I say, for example, phone, when I say, I don't know, everything. Now, when I say hotel, ah, this hotel. So this is the way that we can maybe, of course, it takes time. It's not really easy, but it works.
Yeah.
Well, do you want to add something?
Um, I think no, but I think it is like part of the marketing campaigns, right? Yeah.
Yes, it is. It's kind of business lessons, of
Uh,
course, it's like marketing. Yeah.
have you gone any economics school?
No,
No.
but I've been teaching business for many years. So it's really normal to know everything. You know that I need to update. So let me say something. I've been teaching law, business, science for many years. So, for example, about law, I'm not a judge. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not, but I should know the rules. So it's like, because of this, I need to study every day. So about business, of course. So I'm not a businesswoman. And of course, I haven't taken any courses, but I need to study and I need to learn. So I watch videos, I need to learn because I need to actually share some information with my students. So I need to know first. I need to have enough knowledge about it to share with my students. So this is about business, and um, actually we have a tricky method in business that we will talk about it later. And I will tell you how a way, a method that is definitely scary and risky can make profit easily. And most of people just, just feel afraid, scared of taking the risk. But if you do it, you will make more money. In future, you will need it. Well, but now do you have any
Sounds
questions
really
related to this
interesting.
work? Yeah,
Sounds really
of course,
interesting. When
of
it comes
course.
to economy, I really, really want to discover more. Yeah. So
Yeah, really, that's really good. So let me ask you a question. For
yeah,
example, I have a hotel and you want to book a room for 1 night or 2 nights, okay? And the price per night is maybe $20 for 1 night.
yeah,
And I raise the price to $50, okay? You have to stay here because you know that my hotel is unique, is different from other accommodation. So you say that it's okay. And I say, this is, if you book, you will be be surprised. You will be surprised. Okay. Do you book if I raise the price and you are not a local customer, you're foreigner? Do you pay this money? So it should be 20, but I say 40. Do you accept it? Do you book?
I think I will because $20 for a surprise. I think yeah, I can accept it. And also just one night, so 1 to 2
Yeah,
nights. So yeah, it's okay.
yeah, it's okay. Maybe 10 customers don't accept. They say it's crazy what it is. We want to find another hotel with better price.
Yeah,
2 customers accept. For example, you and your friend, and you
yeah.
stay. You check in, you book, and you pay this money. You know that you need to pay when check-in. So when booking, you need to pay. When checking out, I will pay your money back, the whole money. You will be
Points or
surprised.
40.
Yeah, you pay me for 2 nights, you pay $80. And when you
Yeah.
want to check out, I will pay this $80 back. So actually, you haven't paid any money for 2 nights. No money here. Is it good? This is a surprise. Is it good? So you stay for 2 nights. You paid $80 when you check out, you get it back. Is it okay? Is it good, you think?
Um, for a customer view, I think it will
Definitely
really,
yes, of
yeah,
course.
it is really good. But
Yeah,
I think
but
the hotel will is the money to
no.
invest.
Definitely yes. I can use this money for 2 days if I
Yeah,
know how to invest in, for example, stock or I don't know, I can make profit. And
yeah.
then this is, yeah, of course, paid back. And this way, this is a way. Then you travel, actually, go back to your country. You talk about my accommodation. You don't believe me. I went somewhere and I paid, and they actually paid my money back. And the next time I would travel. And we have a really important marketing way. What is that? People by people. Like, I tell you, you tell your friend tells you, dude, this is the really important marketing method and
Yeah.
very, very, very effective. So this way you can make money. There are lots of ways, but we need to be maybe a little so unique methods, unusual. They're really important. So if you just, okay, I have accommodation here. At the beginning of our conversation, you mentioned really good thing. Hanoi is not a good place because, for example, when you have New York, when you have, I don't know, another city, so I don't mean just my country, so any other. So they are the same. Hanoi is, for example, just like New York. So why? From a city to another city to see the same cities? No, but what you have that we don't. This is important. You can use this for decide. So what you and we want to know. For example, I always think about, you're beautiful. Of course, we have beautiful nature, but your culture is totally different. So it's like, I want to investigate, I want to learn, I want to know about your culture. So definitely I would travel for it. If I stay in a luxury hotel, maybe not. Maybe I would prefer a local accommodation, but different. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah. Local hotel, but reflects the culture, the
definitely
traditional thing.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely yes.
Um,
Local cuisine. Do you have the same actually accommodation? So it's like, or no? We know that because I traveled, for example, UK, Paris, so different places. I can say most of them were really modern, luxurious, but let me say it's something that we see everywhere. So when we travel, okay, the best thing, but Italy, no, they're perfect. Italy is totally different. So it's like, just history, architecture. So I like, of course, London as well, but I can say Italy, the first one. Now, let me ask you, do you have the same accommodations in your, for example, geographical zone or area in the north of Vietnam?
Uh,
Yeah.
I I would say yes. It usually mostly it comes from Hanoi. When when we mention the architect, Hanoi is the best since you know that Vietnam was dominated by France in the past. So yeah, many famous France architectures come here and built many bridges and many churches, many gas stations. Yeah, that is a symbol of Hanoi.
Yeah, of course, got it. The symbol of Hanoi. Well, so we'll talk about this topic more because, as I told you, it's not the topic that we only talk about just in one session. So different side and aspect of it that we can talk about. But I want you to uh, do something if you have time, of course. I will send you a picture
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I want you to tell me about it. So maybe you can search, of course, so it's like, this is in your country. So I want to know about it, where it is, what do people do, how they, for example, make money. So I will send you the photo and I want you to talk about it so you can actually get ready for the next session and we talk about it. Okay?
Okay, okay, okay.
Okay. And do you have any questions you want to ask me? I talked a lot. It's your time to talk.
No, it's okay. It is really good to hear. Also,
Yeah.
I can narrow my mind also. You talk
Yeah.
many things good about business. I think it is really necessary for
Now, of course, in the future, you will
really good
need,
to
and
hear.
I'm happy to hear that. Of course, in the
Yeah.
future, you will be really good, maybe successful, of course, definitely successful businessman. And of course, you will, of course, maybe you will teach me lots of methods. So who knows? Okay, so you experience and you will tell me, of course, at that time I will get old.
Uh,
So I need, yeah, of
it is
course.
really depends, since economics is a field that like uh, people can don't go to school, don't go to university, but they can self-study
Yeah, of
economics.
course,
Yeah. So
of course.
yeah, it's really hard to say. But if I will be a successful entrepreneur, I will visit you UK and visit you too to
Of
have
course, US,
yeah
not UK. You should travel to the US too. Yeah, of course, too. If you want to see me, of course, you need
US.
to.
Yeah,
Yeah, of
US
course.
is
But
good.
I would travel to your country. I'm not sure when, because, because of my schedule and, I can't travel easily, but definitely near future. So it's like,
Yeah,
I really want to travel to your country. Maybe this year, who knows? Maybe just in a few months, I will
yeah,
travel
yeah.
if Grace. Yeah.
You can text me
Of
a
course.
couple of weeks before so I can have a good preparations. Yeah.
Of course. Definitely. Yes. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And again, time's up, unfortunately, and we need to go now. And thank you. It was really good time with you again. I really enjoyed talking to you. And great night.
Yeah, yeah, my honor. Goodbye, goodbye.
Goodbye. Goodbye.